Alright, so good morning. Welcome to the first stream in a little bit of a different way from Nürburgring eSports. My name is Sebastian, as you can see on screen. And yeah, we're trying to test some balance of performance cars. So let's see how it works. I think my OBS just crashed before we started, but yeah, nevertheless, you won't notice it if you're watching this on demand. And yeah, I will shortly explain what I will do tomorrow or today in the morning, so that we can have a good idea on what is going on. So we do have the GT4 Championship from the Nürburgring eSports. Here's the calendar. So as you can see, on 10th of July there is the next race at Dijon. We are racing GT4 cars in Assetto Corsa, and as you know, all cars have different performances. So to ensure that everything is fair and square for the racing, I'm testing all the cars live on stream with you guys, so that we can see what the performance is, and if they have to have some kind of a ballast or a restrictor or something like that, so that everything is set up and fine for the race on next Wednesday. It's live on this YouTube channel again. So okay, there's a picture again. In the background you can see the content manager stream. I will start basically with the Panos GT4, because that's a car nobody uses, and it's a good car for me to get a feel for the track and a feel for the racing. Most important things, as you can see in the background image, is you set up some kind of a hot lap session. Content Manager is very good for that. So I set up some kind of scattered clouds, so that it's not too bright for you. A fixed temperature right in the middle of everything, no wind, and optimum track. Every car will be driven with 0 ballast and 0 restrictor, 0% restrictor, so that we have a good idea of every car. And then the driving aids are set to some kind of a hot lap mode, so we have tire blankets, so that we have nice and warm tires early. And after that, the traction control ABS is still on factory, no stability control, no damage, and this is very, very important, no tire wear and no fuel consumption. So let's have a quick look about, no, that's it basically. So yeah, without further ado, I think we can start with the first car. Okay, so yeah, as I said, we're taking the Panos, and I'll take you on track for the first time, so that we can have a good idea on what we're doing. So yeah, to give you a good idea on which setup I'm driving, it's a Fanatec DD1 base. It's the same as we're racing in the Nürburgring eSports bars. At this point we do have 4 bars at the Nürburgring, obviously, Koblenz, in Zurich, and in Roche at the Genève Lake. So yeah, if you want to visit us, feel free to visit our website, nürburgring-esports.com, and yeah, you can have all the information there. So I'm running a triple screen setup here, Fanatec DD1 Heusingfeld sprint pedals. So nothing too spectacular, nothing too easy. And yeah, regarding the setup, I won't change anything, because you basically can't change anything on these cars. So they have rain tires, and they have also, I have to do the camera split again. So yeah, they have rain tires, but there will be no adjustments, nothing at all. So we're racing with the Michelin GT4 tires, 30 liters, traction control as it is on standard, and then we go on track. So I will quickly rev out the car and hear in the stream for myself if the sound is fine. If you have any If you have anything that is going wrong or not going well, just let me know. So, okay, let me have a quick look at the stream. So, there it is live. If you have anything that is going wrong or not going well, just let me know. So, looks good. I think it looks good. Or sounds good, to be fair. So I'll put up the volume a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Great. Yeah. So there's the first one of the first guys in stream. So welcome to the stream. As you can see, I set up a little bit or some kind of overlays for you so that you can see there should be, give me a second, there should be somewhere an input overlay for you so that you can see what I'm actually doing, where there's the input telemetry. So, okay, I forgot to put in the auto open. So there is your input telemetry. I will warm up for a lap or two, and I'm doing it the following way. So when I'm driving a car, I will have about 4 to 5 laps to get used to the car. Probably a little bit less than 4 or 5 laps, but let's see. It will be a little bit faster in the for the later cars. But yeah, I have to get used to the car, and then I will drive as long as I'm not able to beat the fastest lap I've done with the car within 3 laps. So then the lap time is fine. So on the left side you can see the input telemetry for this car. You can see, basically you will see the top speed and the lap time on the lap time log as well on the left side, so that we can have a good idea on how consistent the car is, how it feels, and how we're doing with the car. So as I already said, we're driving in Dijon-Prenois. It's the 5th round of the Nürburgring eSports Championship. I already did the Streckenvorstellung, it's in German, so the track description video you can find on our channel as well, where you can have a good idea what this track is all about and what is important on this track to be aware of. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Big lift there at the end. Okay, there's a cut detected. That's not what I wanted to do to get the lap started. But yeah, it's the first lap, so no worries. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. So 125.5, 239 top speed. That's our benchmark for now for this car. So brake nice and late into the first corner, let it roll around the corner, and then go to the inside on the left, cut this little kink on the left side, let it roll around this right-hander, and then a little bit of a tricky corner. On top you can see the delta, so that you can see what I'm doing good or what I'm doing wrong in the corners. So that's a little bit of a tricky corner because you can easily get an off track there. So yeah, let's see how we're going on with the panos. We won't do the panos too much. It's just a little bit of a warm up so that we can have an idea on the track. And I'm getting awake because it's still early on Friday morning. So yeah, because the panos, nobody's driving the panos in the championship, so I choose this car to have it as a little bit of a benchmark for everyone. And for me as well. So we're coming up, first lap, There was no predicted lap time that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just doing it's 24.2 for the first lap. Okay, let's see what we can do with this car. 100-meter braking, let it roll. On throttle, a little bit of a short shift here into fourth. A little bit unconcentrated there, shifting down into third, but it doesn't matter actually because we're not yet into the real test, because the BMW, the Mustang, the Porsche, the Sin R1, that are the cars we're really looking at, because that are the cars from the championship contenders. So we have to balance these really good so that there is no complaints about anything from our championship contenders, so that they can have a fair and good racing. So I think it's now good. Now I'm a little bit, found a little bit of a rhythm. So when you're in chat, when you're watching, just let me know if everything is fine, if everything is perfect for the audio, so that you can hear the car, hear my voice very good. So braking at 100 meter, shifting down into third, let it roll, because it's a long corner, and be on throttle very early as you can. Cut the curbs, cut the curb to the left, don't downshift this time. You can run a little bit wide here. Stay to the inside, and you can see already up half a second. So use as much track as you can. Late on the accelerator, because this corner is a closing corner. As you can see, I'm trying to be as gentle on throttle as I can. Sometimes you have to just floor it to get a little bit of rotation into the car. There's a little bit of a not a bump here, it's a bump basically. So last corner is very difficult to be, how do you say, geduldig. So if I'm talking German, please excuse me. I'm basically from the Nürburgring, from Germany. So yeah, sometimes I probably have to see, or I have to know. So that's a 23.1, that's a good benchmark time. So we're trying now 3 laps to beat this time, and have an idea on how fast the Prenois can go. It's a very good sounding car actually. I wonder why nobody chooses it, because it's driving very good, it's fast, it's good looking, good sounding, so yeah. Oh, a little bit of an oversteer moment there. One tried a little bit too hard to beat the time, but yeah, as I said, it doesn't matter in the Prenois. The more important cars will be on the clock very soon. After the stream, when the stream is finished, I will try to put in bookmarks for every car's fastest lap, so that you guys, when you watch it later or when you watch it on demand, can see where is the fastest lap for each car. So that's 2/10 behind now for the next for this car. Top speed 247 in the last lap, 246 now. So yeah, that's something we can rely on. So I'm concentrating a little bit to get it right and to not have anything disturbing the lap time because I'm talking or something like that. So yeah, I will switch to the full screen in a second when I'm off the corner, so that I can concentrate for a lap or two. I still hear my voice. Obviously, but yeah. So let's see if I can beat this time. That's a bad curb on the left side here. As you can see in the telemetry, and I'm trying to focus. There are these small orange E's on the right side. You can see probably on the light planke. So if these for the last corner, I will go next lap again. So again, no, not a better lap. One more, and then we'll switch cars. As you can see, it's very consistent. 0.03 of a second slower than the fastest lap, so this is something we can rely on. And now we're nearly 1/10 down on our lap time. I think this will do for the, even if we're going a little bit faster now, it's basically the same lap time as before. So we'll switch cars. As I said, Panos is not a car anybody chooses for the races. So now watch to the orange E's on the right side. This one on the right we're looking at the last curve. This is the one where we throttle the car out. So it's 2/10 behind. That's a good idea for what we can do. So it's a 1:23.181 with a top speed of 247. So yeah. Oh yeah. Just got a little bit. No, it's faster than the last lap time. Okay. I will have to. Switch the delta. Let me have a quick look if I can switch the delta to match the fastest lap time. So there's race laps. That's race laps. That's what I'm using for the overlays. It's a paid app, so if you want to have there's a free version. If you want to look at it, comparisons, columns. No, it's here. Garage dark mode. Separator. So if you want to have a look at it, watch at racelabs.com, I think it is, but you can use it in Google. It's Racelabs, written like this, Racelab. Yeah, so I'm splitting the camera. Now you can see the camera from behind. Show. Never mind. So 1:23.181. That's what we're noting for the moment. Okay, there it is again. So the Panos. I'll have a little list. I'll show you later. 1:23.181. That's the lap time we're driving with. Top speed was 247. So okay, let's take another car which is used, but not in the hand for the championship. We're taking the Audi now. There are, I think, 2 or 3 guys driving the Audi in our bus. So there are about 30 drivers in our championship. Make sure everything. Quick stop again. So make sure the conditions, the driving aids, everything is the same again. You have nothing changed, so that it's the same conditions for the next car as well. So yeah, as I said, there are about 30 drivers in the championship, all driving in one of the Nürburgring eSports bars, all driving with a full motion racing simulator from the Nürburgring eSports companies. And yeah, we're on track for the it's the 5th race now in Dijon from 8 down. I can show you the championship standings a little bit later. Actually, I can show you now because I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, there is no car in the championship standings, but I can tell you which car. So Michael Bauer is leading the championship. He's driving Ford Mustang. Tom Kors BMW M4, Levin Celik in the Zin. Raphael Steffes, Christopher Elsa in the Porsche. Jan Schnüttgen is one of the Audi drivers. So we're driving the Audi now. Jan Evans BMW again, Andreas Porsche again, Leon Scheid is in the Camaro, and Ferdinando da Pice, the winner from the last race, is in the BMW. Okay, so I'll switch to the split screen front again, and we'll have a look at the Audi. As always, oh, I'm sitting very, very low into the car, so yeah, get it a little bit higher, okay. So, let's go. Completely different sounding, but typical Audi sound on the R8 here. V10 engine, as all the cars, around 400 horsepower, a little bit more. Sorry. So if you have any questions, feel free to write in chat and ask the questions. The gearing on all the GT4 cars is nearly the same, or very similar. It's a little bit more understeery than the Panos. It takes always some corners, some probably 1 or 2 laps to get used to a specific car. Let's see if we drive the Ginetta later, because the Ginetta is very special because you're sitting on the right side of the car. For a German guy like me, it's very interesting to get used to this. But yeah, Audi is something like a usual car for me to drive, or something like a usual car. It's typical German sports car, so yeah, nothing to worry about, I think. So let's have a look at the top speed first, because this is something I'm very much looking at, because all the drivers always complain, yeah, my car has the wrong balance of performance. Other cars are flying by on the straight, so yeah, that's always something they complain about. So yeah, we're testing everything, we're making it live so that you can see we're doing it the right way, and you can see and understand why your car is getting some kind of a ballast or a restrictor. So let's see. Not run wide in this corner. This is very much my gimme corner. If you can have a stable and fast line through that uphill right-hander, then you will have a good lap time. So looks like this probably is the first car going under 23. A little bit of a weird line into that, but it's apparently was a little bit faster in the at first. So yeah, if you're in chat, if you have any questions, if you have anything to announce with, just let me know. I'll answer it as best and as soon as I can. So that is perfect for the car balance. So 23.1 for the Audi, at the same time 23.1 a little bit faster in the hundreds than the Panos. Nothing to worry about though. So we will drive, just to get you an idea how I'm doing this. We will be driving the first 2 cars in the end again, because for sure, you know, when you're a sim racer, you get better with practice, with more laps. So probably the first car has the biggest disadvantage. So therefore I choose the Panos because nobody is driving it, so it doesn't really matter. But probably the Audi we will drive a little. We will drive again at the end of the stream. So that we can get a good idea if it's faster or if it can be faster than the cars before. So yeah, that's the first time under 23, yes, 22.9. Audi is also a little bit faster on the straight than the Panos, as you can see. It's 2 kilometers now, 249, something like that. So let's see if we can beat this time. So it's 1/10 up on the delta. It's always easy in this corner here to lose the rear. And really make sure that the back end doesn't step out. Last corner, wait for the curb to appear and then throttle it out. So that's 2/10 more. I think that will be our benchmark because it was a good lap, a clean lap, a fine lap. So let's see. Yeah. But leave the track. Let's try and beat this lap time. 22.7. Cut detected, okay. A little bit wide there at the exit. It's a little bit more understeery than the Panos was, but obviously a little bit faster. I can show you after this car. I can show you the actual BOP or the BOP we were driving with the last race. So if I remember correctly, I think the Audi had 20 kilo on top. It's a very good car to drive with. It's very fine driving. So as you can see, I'm not the best hot lapper, but I can drive very consistent, so it's probably a really good idea for testing the BOP and testing the limits of the car when you are consistent, when you can drive the same lap times over and over again. So that's why we're doing the the BOP testing live on stream. So that's a new fastest lap, 22.5. I think we can rarely beat this time, but let's see. I'll go much faster than this time. I'm already looking forward to the next BOP testing, because the next BOP testing will be on the Nordschleife. It's after the summer break. Next race will be in September then. So stay tuned to this channel. As always, as a good YouTuber and as a good marketing employee, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more of this content. So we're revamping our YouTube channel a little bit, as you may have seen. There's a new banner, there's a new logo. It's a little bit of a new sorting in the on the channel. So we're trying to provide a lot of content, a lot more content. There will be some new series in the near future. But the next live stream on this channel will be actually the Nürburgring eSports Championship Race 5. Live streamed next Wednesday at 7:45 p.m. It was a little bit too much inside curb, so the car gets unstable. As you can see, try third gear here. Oh, third gear is too slow. I can't hold the apex speed in third, so stay in fourth there. I was just trying pumping. Sometimes you have to try and see and watch and try to understand what happens when you're driving. So that's a 22.9. I was worried about braking too late there because I was watching at the times. I just set up all the overlays for you, so I have to get used to it a little bit myself, so that my eyes know where I have to look at first glance. So yeah, last lap time is on the right side in the data bar. That was what I'm looking for. Getting a little bit faster, but that's nothing to worry about, or we won't even get faster. So I think that is the third lap after the fastest lap. So I think that is enough for the Audi. And we'll switch to the next car. Hi Tom. Nice to see you. So that's a 22.542 for the Audi. So let me have a look. Where's the Audi? Here's the Audi. So I will show you the 22.541. Okay, let's have a quick look, because I honestly didn't even look at 22.542. Okay, let me have a look. It's 9 laps with the Audi. Okay, because I didn't do any. Didn't watch it. I can see it here. Okay, it's 249 is the overlay still is open. 249 top speed for the Audi. So yeah, that is rather comparable. So next car, I think we do the BMW, as Tom is here now. So hi Tom, let's do the BMW. No ballast, no restrictor. Tom will have 25 kilo, I think. Yeah, it's a 25 kilo ballast, because as you can see, he's second in the championship. So the first 3 drivers will get a Volksballast, you call it in German. A performance ballast, basically. So Michael Bauer will have 25 kilos, 50 kilos. Second, Tom Carson will have 25, and the third driver in the championship standings, I think it's a Levent, when I remember correctly, will have 10 kilo on his Sin R1. So there we have it, BMW M4 GT4, and that's the car probably a lot of drivers drive. Yeah, the Nürburgring eSports team, as you can see, the livery is driving this car. So we'll have a quick check in the settings menu. Yeah, Michelin tire, 30 liters. Let's go. Okay. So 1:22.5, as you can see on top of the screen, is the time to beat from the Audi. Last race was at Watkins Glen, where the BMW was a very, very good choice. Obviously, it's different from track to track, how every car performs. So, as I said, in Watkins Glen, the BMW was a very good car, and there were some drivers who were not driving the BMW, complaining about the BOP, so therefore we're doing this today. So, we'll have 2-3 laps to get used to the car, to the different handling model, a little bit different handling model. In the end, it's all GT4, so nothing to worry. Yeah, and I remember correctly, the BMW has a slightly different gearing than all the other cars, because in the BMW we do have 7 gears, and therefore the gearing is a little bit shorter, so there are some 4th gear corners. We're driving in 3rd gear, or we're driving in 5th gear rather, and probably some 3rd gear corners we're driving in 4th gear. So let's see. So, aber Tom, wenn du gerade mal da bist und fleißig im Chat schreibst, dann darf ich dich mal gerade auffordern zu sagen, ob der Ton fein ist, ob alles gut ist. Da bin ich natürlich immer hinterher, dass ihr alles gut hört, so Autosound, Streckensound, meine Stimme. Lasst mich mal gerade wissen, ob das alles passt, ob das gut ist. So, let's go for a lap. Let's have a look at the top speed first. 7th gear, you can see, so 100-meter braking. Stay in 4th, now go down in 3rd, because the car won't rotate. So top speed 247 in the first lap. Let it roll here. Don't scratch the tires too much. Scratching tires always make you slower, so try to be as much on rails as you can. Ja, ist gut. Perfekt. Danke dir, Tom. So, let's concentrate on the laps to get a good idea what the BMW is capable of. Well, still 22.5 for the Audi, which is the fastest at the time, but yeah, just for you, or just for you guys who tuned in later, I've only driven the Panos and the Audi before, so let's see. I'm switching to the mainstream, if I can. Okay, perfect. So let's have a quick lap in anger. So that's 23.5. It's not a second slower than the Audi was. as I said before, every car has its own strengths and weaknesses, obviously. BMW was very good in Watkins Glen at the last race. You can rewatch it on our YouTube channel if you want, so no worries about that. But yeah, it's in line with the Panos. The Panos was the 2318, I think, if I remember correctly. So that is in line, and the Audi is a little bit faster, so that's why the Audi usually gets 20 kilos ballast. Don't cut the track. A little bit more lively on the rear end than the BMW. Than the Audi, sorry. It's an off track, okay. A little bit wide there. Very understeer in the last corner. Not as much as the Audi was, but yeah, understeer nevertheless. So let's see what this lap time will be about. Even if it's not valid, doesn't matter for us here because you saw it. I didn't run too wide. Probably even made me slower this lap, but it's a last lap. Equal to the lap before. You can see it on the left. Gentle on the throttle to not let the back end step out, and that gave us a few hundreds. There. Yeah. Let's do 2-3 laps more. To see if we're really on the fastest lap time we can drive on the BMW. Yeah, as you can see, it's the same, basically the same time as the Panos. I'll concentrate for one more lap. Third, equal on the delta again, a little bit up now. Oh no, with 2 tenths up actually, okay. Up now. That's why I drove the Panos first, because I will get faster over time, that's sure. Concentrate in this corner. Use this little bump to rotate the car. Let it roll in the last corner, wait for the orange sign there. Throttle it out, so it's 4 tenths faster, nearly 4 tenths faster, somewhere around 4 tenths faster. This will be 22.7, 22.8, something like that. So we're getting much more in line with the Audi 22.7, basically a 22.8. So let's drive a few laps more to see if we can beat that lap time, but I think this was a pretty good lap. Will be hard to beat. When you're doing this for a long time, you can most likely feel if it was a good lap or if it wasn't a good lap. So I'm doing this for about 30 years now, so I think I have a good feeling on comparing a lap. He's oversteering this corner again. So yeah, we're a little bit down as predicted because the last lap was really, really good. This was a little bit too steep into the corner. We can cut this one. Keep 2 tires on track. As always, keep 2 tires within the white line to not get an off track. Off tracks here at Dijon are very, very good. Very consistent, very predictable. So we had tracks before. Not sure what it was. One of the tracks we had before had very strange off tracks. Oh, der Michael ist auch da. Hi Micha. So, 23-1. So guys, sorry for speaking English, but our goal is to make the YouTube channel a little bit more international, get a bigger audience, and have all the bars in all the different countries we will shortly have involved, and so they can understand what I'm doing, what you guys are doing. So $22.8. Okay, it's about 2.5 tenths. Oh, that was a bad corner. Sorry. 2.5 tenths slower than the Audi, but as I said, as I remember correctly, the Audi had 20 kilo ballast. BMW is empty of, or is free of any restrictor and ballast things. Okay, geht's weiter. Ah. Schöne Grüße, Patrick. Heimlich rumgerobbt. Ne, wir machen es eben nicht heimlich, Patrick. Sonst würden wir es ja nicht live streamen, wenn wir es heimlich machen würden. Sonst haben wir es immer heimlich gemacht. We did it in secret before, but we got a lot of complaints about the BOP, so we decided to do it live on stream so that you guys can see what I'm doing and rewatch and understand why the different cars get different kilograms or restrictor percentages. So therefore we're doing it live on stream so that it's not secret anymore. Patrick, how are you? We're missing you. Hope you come back very, very soon. It's an easy track to learn, Michael, no worries. So that's 23-1. I think we drive one more and try to beat our lap time with the BMW. I think the 22.7 was a very good lap, so we're a little bit faster now, but nothing to worry about. 500ths of a second. Nothing too bad. Yeah, we're basically equal now. So the delta is a little bit jumping around, but I think, yeah, that will be 22.785 again. It's basically the same lap time as we did before. protection there. Let's have a quick look. Can be significantly faster. I think this will be the last lap with the BMW. And then, because Michael is here, we will go to the Mustang. Let's see how much faster the Mustang is. How much of an advantage Michael has and why he's leading the championship. Because his car is truly faster. So yeah, looks like we don't beat the BMW lap time by a significant margin. Still the 22.542 on Delta on top. That's the time from the Audi. Yeah, nothing to beat here. So that looks very good for the BMW. I think I will finish the lap just to get the lap finished and then we'll slow down the car. So 251 was the top speed on the last lap, as you can see on the right side. So 251 and a 22.758. I was thinking about iRacing hitting the. So yeah, we have a little bit of a. Oh no, why is this behind? Okay, interesting. Now it's on top. Okay, so we put in the time. 1:22.785. 1:22.785 using the good old Excel file. So here you can see there are a few lap times before from a further testing. So let me have a quick look where the which track it was. Calendar. Where the track limits were a little bit weird. Portimao around 3. That's where the track limits were a little bit weird. So yeah. As you can see, Dijon-Prenois again, then 3 races to go. After that one, Nordschleife, Bilsterberg, and then Spa-Francorchamps. So, switching to this camera now. As you can see, my beautiful setup once again. And without further ado, go to the Mustang. We're driving Michael's Lakio. Yeah, we're driving Michael's Lakio. Ford Mustang. That's it. Just checking if the conditions are the same. Yes, 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 yes. No ballast, no restrictor for the testing. And if we will be significantly faster, then afterwards we're testing the lap times with the BOP on. So I think I have thinking about what the actual is the Ausschreibung. Okay, so the Mustang usually has no weight because it's a pretty heavy car, but has a 2% restrictor normally. So just checking the settings, 30 liters, everything is fine, ready to go. So I love the sound. It's just as nice sounding as the Panas was. It's a big old American car. So, freue mich schon auf Bilsterberg. Oh ja, Tom, auf den freue ich mich auch auf jeden Fall. Bilsterberg wird richtig cool. Ich habe da letztens sorry for switching to German again. Bilsterberg did some testing with another car class actually. It's still secret or rather secret. You can find the car class on the Nürburgring website. You can cut a lot more there, okay? Feels good, that car. Actually, feels very, very good. not as snappy as the BMW. Not as understeery as the Audi. So yeah, let's see what lap time we can do with the Mustang. And then we have to adjust the restrictor for this race, because Michael actually, I think he won 3 out of the first 4 races. He's very consistent, very fast driver, yeah, but the last 2 races I think he had basically no chance to win. So let's see if we have to cut his restrictor a little bit down. So I'm driving a few laps in anger now. Das glaube ich, das ist schön, Michael. Let's see. So, I think that is already beating the time from the BMW. First try. 22.7, yeah, margin, barely beating the time from the BMW. Downshift sounds so good on the Mustang. So I love the sound of the Mustang. That was a good corner. Not time-wise, but it felt good. Because I hit the inside curb and the car rotated really good into the corner. So let's see if we can beat the 22.7. Ah, that's an off track, yeah. As I said, this corner is so heavy. So as you can see on the left side, Michael, there's your approval for the restrictor. Or the hint why I gave you a 2% restrictor. 252 top speed, last lap. Let's see if we can replicate it. Concentrating really hard, so I can replicate the lap time, and it's basically the same as the fastest lap. 49 top speed again. Last 2 laps. couple laps more to elevate the lap time and the top speed. A little bit of an oversteer moment, a little bit of a drift there into the corner. Switching cameras again, just to keep the stream fresh and interesting, and you can watch, look at my beautiful face. Not okay. I tried a little bit of a later turning point now. Turning point for the last corner. 7 stands for the Mustang. 22.6 now. Already 1 hour into the stream, and we've only done 4 cars. I think I'll have to speed up things a little bit, because there are, I think, 15 cars in total in this GT4 class, but unfortunately not every car is used. But we will have a look at the Porsche next, I think, and then take the Sinner one from Levent, who is 3rd in the championship. Last corner. So let's see. Driving another lap in anger. Third gear in the first corner. Early on the throttle. Cut the last curb, cut this curb, let it roll into the right hander, then a difficult braking point here, downhill section, 3rd gear, very slow corner, change lanes on the left side, and the most difficult and slow corner on the track, the upper right. You can really feel the power of the Mustang. The Newton meters are kicking in there. Very hard to be consistent with this car, Michael. It's not hard, but inconsistent. It's within the tens once again. So, Michael, it looks like there's no complaint about the top speed, so probably we'll cut the restrictor once again. We'll have up to 50 kilos on top either way, because you're championship leader. But data at the moment rechtfertigt keinen 2% Restriktor, zumindest nicht auf dieser Strecke. The straight is a little bit too short to show the real power of the Mustang. So, Jen, which car next? lap time. Basically same lap time. That's 22.631 for the Mustang. 250 top speed now. Okay. But nothing to worry about. Der bekommt direkt 10%. Yes, Tom. Der bekommt direkt 10%. 631, 252 was the best lap time. So Mustang 252, 122 point. Forgot again. 631. I think 631. A quick look. Porsche. No. Besides 631. Yes. Okay, so then do the Porsche next. This is the correct one. So checking if all the standings are fine. Yeah, they are. So which camera do we? Oh, yeah, this one is good. So guys, let's see what the Porsche can do. It's a little bit difficult to go from the Mustang to the Porsche, but yeah, let's see. I think it will be an interesting choice. Oh yeah, I have the correct livery on as well. Christopher Elsa. He unfortunately missed the last race because he was on vacation. But yeah, I think he will be back in the car this week again. Or next week, so sorry, on Wednesday is the next race. Next Wednesday. Let's see. Porsche Cayman GT4. That is a very common GT4. We have a lot of drivers. Kreditreform team is driving these. Christopher. We have Max Grenzner and Andre Hennes. So very good and reliable car. Pretty easy to drive normally because it's rather understeery. Usually at least, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. Normally you have to rev out the Porsche a lot more because it doesn't have as much torque as the bigger engine cars, but it's a very light car, so completely different strengths and weaknesses, for example, than a BMW or a Mustang. Probably a little bit comparable to the Audi R8 GT4, sorry. When thinking about if I should do a preview of what's coming next at Nürburgring eSports. So 23.5, let's do a lap and anger. Let's see what the Porsche is capable of. this was a pretty representative lap. So yeah, let's see. Top speed is not too good as well. 23.1. That wasn't too bad, I think. Oh, it's so understeering. Keep it on track. .47 top speed. It's a little bit lower than the BMW and the Mustang. Oh, you can be way later on the brakes than in the Mustang and the BMW. Just recognized. Like there's not much time to find any Porsche. So as you may know, for the balance of performance, I can't make cars faster. I only can make cars slower. So that's why we're giving ballast or restrictor on the faster cars so that they can match the slower cars. Let's see, Tom, probably you're getting a restrictor as well this time. Switching to the full screen stream in a moment because I'm concentrating very much. When I'm concentrating, you may have seen in the camera, I'm moving my head like crazy. It's something of a bad habit. Triple screen problem. So you're always looking into the corners. So yeah, it looks like understeer. Looks like we're not getting any faster with the Porsche. Not even under 23. So after this car, you can let me know in the chat which car should I do next. It's the Sin probably is one car we have to do. Toyota is another car we have to do because there are a lot of drivers driving it. We're doing a short break after this. Simply because I have to go to the toilet. So. That's there. Trying to brake very late into the first corner next lap. This car is very easy and hard to drive at the same time because you can throw it in the corners like crazy. And you basically have to throw it into the corners because it's understeering. Very, very understeering. But yeah, I think we beat our lap time now. Probably again, just not quite under 23, no, 23.06, so brake a little later into turn 1. Found the 10s or so. Let's go, and lost the 10th again. Okay, probably we can go just under 23 with the Porsche. Okay, 23.061. Let's do one more. Corner very well last time. Okay. So yeah, I'll keep you live with the voila. Don't hit that curb. I'll keep you live with the replay, and I'm back in a second. So guys, back in the rig. Let's go on with the next car, I think. So Porsche is 23061 and a top speed of 23061 and a top speed of 247. So next car, I think we'll take the Zin from Levitt. So make sure, again, all the settings are the same, and let's go on track. I don't know actually why the lap time lock doesn't turn off when I'm not in the when I'm not on track, but yeah, I think it's a good idea. So checking settings once again, everything is fine, and let's go with the Zin. Little sound check. For some reason I really like that car. I'm really happy that someone choose it. So let's see what a Zin can do. I think I'm not quite in the middle in this car. Oh yeah, I remember the brakes in this car were really, really bad. So okay, first idea for a lap time, and then we'll have a look at the top speed as well. There's a bad lift at the end of the corner. 23.4 is the first time. Something different than the cars before. Feels very different compared to the Porsche. It's not as understeery. Brakes are a little bit worse as well. But understeer always makes you slow, so lap times, predicted lap time will be very comparable. If not even compatible to the real fast cars. Still the 22.5 from the Audi, which is on top, fastest lap time, but wait for it. Actually the Zin, even if I completely miss the apex in the last corner, won't be that far away. So as you can see, 22.6 for the Zin. Oh, Allah. There's at least a 10th in the last corner. I love this car. It sounds good, it drives good, it looks good. I really love this car, so very good choice in the event. Greetings, God. This time was a better last corner. Yeah, made up about the 10s there, yeah. Switching to the full screen, you know I'm driving in anger. Really trying to maximize lap time. Talking about it, taking an off track. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't take the bumps too good. It's a very stiff car compared to the others, especially to the BMW and the Mustang. Probably we can try this corner on second gear with its head. Test something else when I have a slower lap. Oh, this looks like a new fastest lap. Actually, 40 in. Yeah, 22.410. Even though the top speed is not great in the sim. Yeah, we try something else on the start finish straight because I think when you go off track, really slows you down. Which is why, oh, top speed is 251, okay, in the last lap. So when you're driving off track in the last corner, you lose a significant amount of momentum. Slower lap and we'll try to verify. So let's hear the engine. Oh yeah, you can see it. It really slows you down in the last top speed. Doesn't even accelerate anymore. Okay, let's drive 2 more laps in this and then we're changing to another car. I'll have a look in the standings then. Which car? I think Toyota and Mercedes is for sure due to drive. Let's see, 1 more lap. Probably 2, as we were very inconsistent the last laps, playing around with some lines. So another lap in anger then. Try to come as close as I can to the best lap time. Too eager on the throttle. It's 20-6 once more. Corner entry oversteer. I love it. Oversteer in corner entry, it's most likely you go too late. Nothing to do with the setup. Yes, the setup is very limited in these cars. Basically only tire pressures and electronics you can adjust. So stiff, this car. To be very, very, very gentle in the last corners. Okay, that's a 22.5, I think. Let's do 1 more because it's a very fast car and I really want to verify the lap times. See the tire marks from the last lap. Very interesting. patient on the throttle. Last 2 corners. This can really benefit the lap time. Okay, I think that is it for the Zinner 1. .401, 251 is the fastest lap time. Okay, put it in the list. Sin 122.410 and 251 is the lap time. So Porsche is still the slowest. No, Panos was a little bit slower. Okay, Celine we don't have to do. We will have to do Toyota. We will have to do the Mercedes and probably Alpine and Aston Martin. So yeah, let's see which car we're doing next. I think we're doing the Toyota from bottom to top. So make sure again every setting is the same. Taking a sniff of water. Stay hydrated, always important. Okay, also we didn't take the livery from the full contact guys, but yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm putting on my gloves because I'm getting sweaty. We're doing sound check. A little bit unspectacular. Let's see what the car is capable to do. I already feel it's not as stiff as the Sin was. A little bit softer springs. Not quite up to temperature yet. I think this car is a 7-speed car again, like the BMW was, if I remember correctly. The difference in handling of the cars, it's really cool. Some cars you like more, some cars less. But it's something for everyone. And as you can see from the lap times, I'm shifted too early. As you can see from the lap times, it's nearly the same for every car. Here and there's a car which is a little bit slower, but yeah, basically it's the same for every car. So 23.2 to start off with, 7 speeds, 7-speed gearbox. As I was anticipating, so therefore we take this corner in 5th and downshift to 4th here. That's basically the only difference. We don't rev it out in 4th, shift up in 5th. Every other corner is the same from the gearing. 10ths down on the, or up on the delta, so to say, which brings us just under 23. Yes. So let's see what we can really do. Although it's probably only completely missed the apex there. Although it's probably only a few hundreds, we can go faster. Or I can go faster with this car. Duty drive and angle cam. Is calling Daniel. I'm live streaming now. Can't go on the phone. Now up to temperature. Oh, very nice car to drive actually. Not as stiff as the Sim. Not as boaty as the BMW or the Mustang. A little bit understeery. Very careful in the last corners here. Very patient on the throttle. But a very nice car to drive in. So it's a 22.896 for the Supra. At this point, let's see if we can go any faster. Downshift to get the rotation. Let's do one more to see if the Supra is capable of anything else. And then we switch straight to the next car. When you're watching live, you can tell me in chat which car we shall do next. Aston Martin, Alpine or Mercedes is still to come. looks like a little bit faster, but basically it's the same lap time than we did before. We're nearly 2 hours live now, so yeah, switch cars. Yes, the Toyota is now one of the front runner cars. Okay, 808. Top speed is not as good as the others. So let's see. Toyota, there you are. It's a 22808 with 249 top speed. Okay, so I think we'll do the Aston next because I like to. So that's the correct one. Take delivery from Patrick. Check the settings and go. So again, during the loading screen, switching cameras so you can have a little bit of a look at what we're doing. I'm putting on the gloves to get the next car under our belt. I'm going to do the split screen, check the settings. Perfect, 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 everything fine. I had the car with the reflecting carbon on the windscreen, which looks a little bit interesting, and the screen is a little bit buggy as well. But nevertheless, Aston Martin Vintage GT4, very nice sounding car. Okay, this car demands late downshifts. Bring the tires up the temperature. Track so that we can have a valid benchmark from the first lap. Sound of the Aston Martin is always nice, isn't it? I love it. Let's get a feel for the car. Do some laps in anger. Yeah, sorry for the screen. I don't know what's going on there. Barely making it into 6th gear. I just forget. We do have to do it tomorrow as well. Afterwards, which cars are still due to do. Okay, it's a very nice turning angle, angle. A little bit oversteery. See me crawling behind the wheel. Some lower gears in the Aston here. So let's see if we can get the car under 23. The next lap. fast. Doesn't really get into 6th gear, because by the way this will be under 23. Top speed is still fine, but you can see I'm not even touching 6th gear. It's crazy. Into the last corner to get it rotated. Lap with the Aston. As you can see, still getting faster. Up on the Delta, 22.5. That's one of the fastest actually. Yeah, 22.5. Okay, and let's do that more to verify. But you saw the lap, pretty good lap, average lap, nothing special. I found a new line or something else, so see basically the same time now. Okay, I tried a second gear out of this corner with the Aston, but that didn't work. Lost 2/10 there. lap, and if it's not significantly faster than the laps before, we'll again switch cars to keep the sound streak going. I think we'll take the AMG. I already know this is a very fast car as well. Cut detected. So we're adjusting the pit lane entry, just so we have done it and know what is going on. And now the pit lane entry is built, so that we can know for the stream on next Wednesday, 10th of July. Because this was quite a lunge into the pit lane. So 22.553 top speed, again 251. So there's the Aston. 22.553 and 251 is the top speed. So, next car, as I said, AMG. The beast of the green hell is next. So, see you again. Anybody watching at the moment, but yeah, doesn't matter. We will do it, and you can watch it real live when you have time today after the football game probably. So check again, check the good idea, okay. Check the settings of the car. I already know the AMG will be fast. A very significant power cut in the earlier BOP settings, because it was that fast. So let's see how fast it is again. Very good turning, turn in. Sound is awesome again. If I were allowed to drive with you guys, what is safe? I would probably choose the AMG. So let's see. Cold tires, first lap. Something around mid-23 as usual for the other cars. Yeah, 23.0 already. fast lap, not the cleanest lap. But let's see what we can do. Lap time it will be. This car's awesome into turn 1. It just wants to go in the corner. No understeer at all. Probably not as easy to drive as the other cars. But very, very fast for a skilled driver. Say I'm a skilled driver, but I think in the hands of a good driver it can be a weapon, a real weapon. Of a second down, looks like 22.5. I don't know where there's a personal best of 22. It says it is a new personal best because the sim was faster, was a 22.4. But as you can see, as I said, very, very fast car. Not the best line through there. Collect the off track there. Not the best lap for the AMG with a big lift at the end of the last corner. Either way, let's go again. 1 or 2 more laps to really maximize the potential of the car. It's always the same, as I said. I'll have to get used to it because every car is driving slightly different. It's a little bit of a different feel, and you have to figure out what is the fastest way to go around the track with a certain car. Trying too hard with the AMG here. This corner. Okay, let's put on the driving in anger scene. Let's see if I can beat the 22.517 from the AMG. car. We'll do one more and then switch on to the next one. Is fine as well for this car. With a top speed of 250. That's what we'll take into account for the AMG. One 22, 517 and 250 top speed. So McLaren, I don't know, Alpine and Camaro for sure. Alpine and Camaro for sure. So then we take the Camaro first, so that we stay in, because I think the Alpine drives a lot different. I think the Alpine drives a lot different than the other cars, because it's a very small car. So we'll do the Alpine at last to highlight the French track with the French car. But yeah, let's see. So we're doing the usual setup check. Perfect, everything fine. I get a lot of cool sounding cars in the GT4 Class these days. So let's see what the Camaro can do. As always, set a benchmark with the cold tires. It's a cold tire lap, the first one. Sorry. So I found the mute button. I need a small drink again. So let's see. That's at 20-9 already, okay. No Camaro. wasn't aware this car is that fast then. Let's see. My dashboard is telling me predicted 22.3, which will be by far the absolute fastest of every car, any car. Yeah, 22.321. After the live stream, everybody's switching to the Camaro. No. We will balance it out. Stay tuned until the end of the stream where I explain what the thought process is of giving out ballast and restrictor. So everybody will have the same opportunity to win the race next Wednesday on the 10th of July. Live on this channel once again. Public still away on duty, so I'm commentating once more. Not sure if in German or in English, but we will see. I guess we will try in English. Yeah, but we will see. We will see. As I said earlier, we adjusted a lot of things for this channel and move in a different direction. As the Nürburgring eSports company is getting more and more international, we will be trying to do this channel give it a little bit more of an international feel as well. So, therefore, today I'm commenting in English, although my English is not my mother language. I think it's enough for you to understand what I'm doing here, why I'm testing these cars. So if you're interested to sign into the few last open spots, the championship races, you can do single sign-ins, so single session entries. You can find the registration link on the website for the GT4 Championship on Nürburgring-esports.com. There you can find the championships, you can find the registration link. So at the Nürburgring we're completely booked, as we're doing a new overall fastest lap. In Koblenz there should be one free spot, but in Zurich, in Opticon, there are 3 or 4 free spots, and then Roche 1 or 2 as well. So if you want to participate in this awesome championship, drive on a full motion racing simulator in one of our bars, then feel free to go to the website, inform yourself how it's done. This car is so stable and powerful, and it's awesome. 2/10 faster than anybody else at the moment. So Leon, you're driving this car. I think you're getting a significant power cut. Not only power, but power and weight cut. This car has to be nerfed up to 253, that's the top speed fastest as well. So basically the same time once more, basically another 22.2. Yeah, 22.25. Okay, we'll do one more. See if we can find some significant time anywhere. anywhere on the track. But I did a lot of laps at the moment or by now, so there shouldn't be too much time to find. This track is not as difficult as the other tracks before, so you can be very consistent, as you can see in the lap time log. No, not go. Okay, never mind. That was a lazy off track. But won't improve our time. So, yeah, big nerve incoming for the Camaro. On to the next one. 22.217. Camaro. 22.217, and that is 253. Okay, so next one, Alpine. Celine, we don't have to do. Ginetta, nobody is driving, and it's a very special car. McLaren we can do as a bonus in the end. So we do the Alpine basically as the last car now. Let's see, let's take delivery from Patrick. Check all the settings are the same, and then let's go. Taking a drink again, as I said, stay hydrated. Car actually, once more. So there you have it. It's a really, we take this one. Yeah, it's a really good looking car. Like the look. A little bit of a tiny car in comparison. Oh, the dash is not working in this car. The in-car dash. Okay, we'll have a look at this later. Doesn't matter really for us. Sounds completely different to anything we had before, so that's what I was expecting. Okay, I have to look why the in-car dash is not working here. But as I said, it doesn't matter. You have all the data on the side of the screen. Just a little bit of an immersion nerve. Good car as well. I really like how these GT4 cars drive. Steering, last corner once more. So let's see the top speed of the Alpine. Doesn't look too bad. It's driving very similar to the Porsche. feels very similar to the Porsche. Very stable car, very easy to control. A little bit of understeer. Which makes the car easy to control. On the anchor cam, and let's see what we're able to do. Not too fast, 23.2. That's a second slower than the Camaro before. Let's see if we can get used to this car and squeeze out some end time. To be honest, feels like the Porsche, and lap time is comparable to the Porsche. So yeah, there are two cars obviously at the moment at least. We're a little bit on the slower end, which is the Porsche and the Alpine. But this is why we're doing the BOP testing, to get all the cars in line, and every driver who pays for a seat has the same chance, or nearly the same chance, race. Obviously it's always down to the driver. There are drivers with a driving style more suited to an Alpine or a Porsche, and other drivers with a driving style do like it a little bit more oversteery, like me, so better in the Mustang or better in the AMG. It's up to the driving style of every single driver, so no worries. Some drivers are better with one car, some drivers are better with another car. For me it doesn't really matter. For me it's most likely between 1 or 2 tenths if I'm better with the car, or more consistent rather with the car. Not only be faster, but more consistent. Yeah, so we won't cut the faster cars too much, because I was faster with the cars doesn't necessarily mean everybody is faster with the other cars or slower with the Alpine. That's what I basically wanted to say. So we won't cut the cars I was faster with, not too much, just so that it gets a little bit more in line. Trying to play around with the restrictor for the faster cars on the straight, because as you can see, Alpine is doing 248, the Camaro before was on 253, that's 5 kilometers an hour on the straight. That's not a lot, but yeah, with a 1% or 2% restrictor, you can do a lot of adjustment, so that it's a little bit more in line. I think the Camaro still will be faster on the straight, because on this track it all depends on the last corner, how fast you are on the straight. And if you have an understeering car in the last corner, it's very difficult to set up the top speed as you would like, because you just can't accelerate that early out of the last corner. But you then faster over the crests on this track with a more understeering car. Not as lively on the back end as other cars. That's a good corner, for example. You can really throw the car in this corner and the next one as well. Very good on the brakes, the Alpine. Very stable on the back end over the crest. Always having the feeling I have to downshift into third in this penultimate corner. So let's go. That's nearly the same time. Let's go for one more. Having a feel now for the car. Really ready to go. Push it into the corners. Drive it on the edge. Scratching tires, using all the track available. Yeah, that's usual. I drove a lot of high torque cars before, like the Mustang, the AMG, the Camaro, the Aston Martin, all the cars with complete different concept than the Alpine, so it's completely usual. Then I need a few laps more to get on pace with it. As you can see now, 2/10 down on the delta, or up, well, say 3.5. That's easy under 33. And it's not as slow anymore. 22.865. Do that again. That's a very bad line through turn 1. As you can see, I'm really throwing the car in as good as I can. Completely different driving style than we had before. With the Camaro, for example. Completely different driving, but yeah. That's why we choose the GT4 class, to have a car for everyone, so that everyone has a car suiting his likeness or his Florian, you little... I'm still streaming. the same. This lap won't be far off as well. So it looks like the 22.8 is a verified lap time. Yeah, looks like that's a verified lap time, so we can finish the lap. Look at the BOP, look at the results, 22.865, and top speed is 250. 865. So that's the Alpine 1:22.865. So top speed to 250. So Ginetta McLaren Celine, we ignore for the moment, as we're already 2.5 hours into the live stream. So that was the former BOP. It's 10 kilo for the Aston Martin, 20 kilo for the Audi. I think we put it in here. 10 for the, just to keep it on track. I'm very sorry, guys. First, I have to quickly go to the toilet again. So sorry for being away for a second. We'll put this in a new window. Yeah, genau. So I put this one and this one. That didn't work because it takes the whole screen. Okay. Yeah, never mind. We'll put it a little bit closer then. Put it together, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the old BOP or the former BOP, and then we'll put on this screen on the side and lass mal lieber weg die 20 Kilo, sagt der Pascal. Ja, okay. 22.5, Pascal, I don't know. So the BMW had nothing. The Camaro had 10 kilo, the Mustang had 2% restrictor, the AMG had 50 kilo and 2% restrictor, the Celine we didn't even test, and the Toyota had 20 kilo. So, looking at the lap times, guys, looking at the lap times we did, it's clearly the Camaro, the fastest car on the grid. With the highest top speed, so yeah, Camaro, fastest car on the grid. So then we're looking at the slowest car, which always is very interesting because we have to adjust everything to the slowest car. As I said earlier, we can't. Okay, Pascal. We can't make cars faster, we only can make cars slower. So, just for your understanding, what I'm doing is ballast and restrictor, and that's old, and we're doing it on ballast this way. So okay. Yeah, put it in. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. Oh, that's the button, I found it. That's not what I wanted to do. So, okay, so this one. Complete bullshit, Sebastian. Because that's the Alpine and the Toyota. So, okay. Now I think I'm nearly fine. So my monk is now fine. So that's the old. That's what we wanted to test. Put it on old. Okay, and that's a new one. So Camaro had 10 kilo, now gets 20 and a 2% restrictor because the top speed was the best as well. So Mustang had 2%, gets 1% because the lap time is 0.4 slower than the Camaro. Even though the top speed is only 1 kph, we cut the restrictor from the Mustang to 1%. BMW is basically the same lap time. It's not too fast. I think we can keep the BMW on 0. That is, I think, totally fine. So, looking at the next fastest car was the Sin R1 with 251, but top speed wasn't too good, so I think we put in 20%, 20 kilo and 1% on the restrictor. So I'm seeing here there are 6 guys in the chat. So if you have anything to add, anything to comment, just let me know. I'm doing this basically live. So next one calling. I have a lot of calls to a lot of things, a lot of guys to call back. So then we have the AMG. This is at 50 and 2. I think 20 and 0 is fine for Dijon. Then we have another 2 cars, basically the same than the AMG, so they get 20 kilos as well. As the BMW didn't get any penalty, the Alpine won't get any. Mustang is fine. Then we do have the Panos, which doesn't really matter because nobody's driving it, and obviously Porsche as the slowest car is getting nothing as well. And BMW, Alpine, comparable lap times to the Toyota, so this will be the BOP for round 5 in Dijon. I think a lot of you guys can be very satisfied as the Mercedes gets a big buff. The Mustang gets a little buff, actually 1% restrictor. Okay, the Camaro Leon won't be heavy, I think, but yeah, never mind. The Camaro will get a big nerve. Then BMW, I thought it was a good car, but in the end we did have the Aston faster, the Audi faster, the Mustang faster, Camaro way faster, Mercedes faster, and even Toyota and the Alpine some kind of the same pace. So even the BMW was the fastest car in Watkins Glen. I think we are fine keeping it on no restrictions. So we're doing I will do the grid may for the next race, which is, as I said, just to keep you up for the calendar. So yeah, that's the calendar once again. So next race on 10th of July in Dijon-Prenois. That's the track we just tested the whole morning. We're now live for about nearly 3 hours, so a good amount of testing. I will try to put in timestamps afterwards in the live stream so that you can see where your car is and how the lap was with your car. So timestamps. So because I don't like them to be there. So yeah, it's looking a little bit more, a little bit cleaner now. Just not get straight. So I try to put in timestamps for every car, so that you can have a look where your car is and how your car has been driven. Probably the next live stream will be on Friday next week. Once again, stay tuned to the YouTube channel from Nürburgring eSports. As I said before, don't forget to hit the nope, I wanted to have this one. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Always helps, even us as a company. It helps very, very much to keep you updated with all the latest stuff, all the championships, and just grow in general and have the drivers have more fun in the championships we're providing. As I already said, we will have a lot of new series and special events coming up, and I think the next special event, the next special event will be the 3-hour Nordschleife team race on the Nürburgring track from 1967. I'm quickly switching the camera so that you can see the cars. Okay, so we have a lot of very, very nice cars. The AC Legends cars with the Shelby, with the Jaguar, but I think these are not the red ones. Let me have a quick look. That's not the cars I wanted to show. Nope. I wanted you to show. I think it's other cars. Something like that. It's the same style of cars, but I think I have an updated list of cars somewhere else on the other PC. Yeah. So old cars taking on an old track. We will be racing at Nordschleife 1967, the whole track. So stay tuned for that. We will be having a quick test on this next week. So as I said, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button to not miss any further streamings. From my side, I'm totally finished. I finished the stream for today. I hope you liked it. Let's see you again, and have a good evening, a good weekend, and press the thumbs for Germany tonight, that they can beat Spain if you're interested in football. So, as I said, see you next week. See you on Wednesday, 10th of July. There you have it on screen. At 8:15, the live stream will be live with the race from Dijon-Prenois. 31 drivers taking on the track and fighting for championship points. My name is Sebastian. See you soon. Have a good weekend.